Recording has started.
Welcome to the information session for the Certificate 3 in Pathology Collection. This course is part of the Health and Community Centre of Excellence, HACO, and the campus is located in Bendigo Central in a brand new building. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners on the land on which our building exists and respect their traditional custodians, elders and their cultural heritage. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Philip Pratt. I'm the lead educator covering the pathology course. Hilary is the administration project officer and Joy is the main teacher in the course. Bendigo TAFE provides technical and further education, and it works with Kangan Institute to deliver training to more than 40,000 students each year over 10 campuses. A major training provider for automotive, trades, health and community industries, as well as many others. And it's one of the state's largest providers of traineeships and apprenticeships. Why study at Bendigo? Well, at Bendigo TAFE, you're not just a number. We have small class sizes, which means you don't get lost in the crowd, and the teachers know who you are and what your personal goals are. We're well connected with industry, and we have constant discussions with our partners to make sure that we keep up with the latest industry trends. We do have a number of practical classes for all subjects, and these are actively put into the program so that you're very hands-on in your training. Further to that, we have pathways leading from all of our courses, and we have links with La Trobe University, Deakin and Victoria Universities. In the Health and Community Centre, there is a number of different courses, and the list is quite extensive. Obviously, you've looked at today the pathology collection, but there are a number of other courses across many different areas. We take our training from the National Health Training Package, and that means the course is recognised across the country and your qualification will be recognised across the country. We offer courses at levels 2, 3, 4, diploma and advanced diploma. The health worker needs certain skills, and so what we like to look for is people who have the following abilities. So the ability to work with vulnerable people, having good communication skills, be able to work as part of a team, demonstrate caring and a supportive nature, be empathic, have an understanding of the client, have a degree of emotional and physical resilience because the work is quite stressful, and to be able to apply a range of technical and procedural skills. Within the pathology collection course, there are 14 units of competency. This consists of 9 core mandatory units, and they range from things like customer service, communications, infection control, and a number of the specific pathology units, which you'll see there as HLT37215. So collecting bloods, collections other than bloods, participating in health and workplace. In addition to the 9 core units, we also have elective units that we've put in, and these include visiting clients, recognising health bodies, provide first aid, perform electrocardiograph, receive, prepare and dispatch pathologies. This gives you a range of skills which are very wanted in industry, and we've done this selection of these electives in consultation with our partners. One of the things that we want you to come out of the course is not just the knowledge and skill, but also these employability skills. So the ability to take some initiative, have good communication skills, work in a team, be technically proficient, be able to problem solve, self-manage, plan, and have the ability to continue to learn as you develop. Now, the assessment process is quite extensive, and it may include a number of different ways. So we do a number of different assessments, including online assessments, observation of practical skills, third-party reports from the workplace, answering questions verbally and in writing, quizzes, presentations, role plays. Now, you need to achieve a satisfactory result across all of the assessments in order to be able to be deemed competent overall. Finally, we send people out for a workplace placement, and this is where you put all of your skills and knowledge together. This consists of at least 35 hours of workplace placement, and it's usually a 1 week full-time placement, but this can be arranged in shorter timeframes and spread over a number of weeks if required. Students can be rostered to start as early as 7 a.m. and there may be occasional Saturdays. This may need a little bit longer than the designed 6 or 9 months in order to complete all of our work placements, and this is something we work closely with our placement providers to get you through the course as quickly as possible. We are predominantly the group who find the placement, and we will help you if you need any other assistance in finding placements. In order to go out on a work placement, you do need to satisfy certain things for the facility, and that includes a satisfactory national police check, and we have a way of going through that with you and helping you get that if you need assistance. A valid working with children's check, which can be a voluntary one or a paid one, depending if you already have one. An up-to-date immunisation or vaccination record, which can include a flu vaccination in flu season. And very importantly, because we are dealing with blood and blood products, the students are required to have completed the course of the Hep B vaccination. If there is other pre-existing conditions, we will need to find out about those at part of the pre-training review and talk with the workplace facility to see whether or not that will impact upon your ability to get a placement, or if they've got ways of working with that. The course is delivered predominantly in a classroom attendance 2 to 3 days a week. Currently, we are also using virtual online classes during the COVID period. Class times are from 9 a.m. till 3:30 weekdays. All students will undertake an orientation session at the beginning of their program and be given a lot more detail about the program in its entirety. You do need to attend all timetabled sessions, and the clinical placement of 35 hours is mandatory. On top of the 2 to 3 days of attendance, it would usually require most people to put aside 1 to 2 days a week in order to be able to do the self-directed learning and complete all the assessment tasks. There is a chance that some of the work placements can be during term breaks, and we ask people not to book holidays during the 6 to 9 months that the course is running. We are looking at starting 2 to 3 courses next year, depending on demand, and that will be February, May, October, or if it's 2 times, it'll be February, July. If it's a 3-day course, that will run over 6 months. If it's a 2-day course, that will take approximately 9 months. Now, this may be extended depending on the final placement and working with our placement providers. We do have a process called recognition of prior learning, where if you have previous skills and knowledge that can be used, we will look at those and look at whether we can give you a direct transfer or credit transfer for identical units you may have previously completed, or we will do an assessment of your current skills and knowledge with an interview and see if we can provide you with a recognition of prior learning. There is a large number of student supports, and we have a dedicated student support team. There is IT support, learning support, welfare, disability, Indigenous student support, scholarships, employment centre, there's the Skills and Jobs Centre, and there's a number of other financial assistance. There is a lot of this detail available on the website, or you can ask more questions. This course does have payment plans if required, and we have a number of different services, including one called Debit Success, in which you can span any required payments out over the length of the course. It's best if you have any specific questions about enrolment fees that you talk with the support officer, as she will be able to particularly give you information that is directly related to your situation. Part of the course, we have a number of resources and materials. We use an online learning platform called My Learning, and this is a learning management system using the Moodle. All of your lecture notes will be on there, all of your assessments are uploaded there, and it's got a lot of other resources that link from that. You're provided a student ID, a workplace logbook, a first aid text, and a uniform top. We do use some other external resources, and you'll be directed towards those as well. The application process is fairly straightforward. If you go to the Bendigo TAFE online application at the website bendigotafe.edu.au and follow the instructions. Students can be eligible for government subsidised places, and that will require more information in relation to health card holders and who may get a concessional rate. This will be given to you in a great more detail at an information session. You will also need to complete a literacy and numeracy test to see that you are able to complete the course and able to get government funding, and we will undertake a pre-training review. After all that, enrolment and commencement of the course. There are a number of different vocational outcomes from this course, and they include pathology collectors who can work in a number of different settings. That could be a standalone pathology collecting centre, it could be within a hospital, it might be part of a medical practice, it may be visiting residential age facilities or going out into the individual home. So there is a number of different good working outcomes from this, or it can be used as a pathway to further study. If you have any further questions, please email Hilary Billett, the email hbillett@bendigotafe.edu.au. Thank you for listening to this presentation.